Hi, I'm Julia Piota. I am a life and health coach for women, and I help them to create healthier relationships with themselves so they can have happier, healthier, fulfilling lives and relationships with those around them. So today I wanted to talk about commitments. And basically what I wanted to talk about with commitments is are you seeing yourself not honoring your own personal commitments? So, for example, let's just say that you committed to yourself that you were going to go to the gym this week. Maybe you wanted to, plan in a little extra self-care time this week to help yourself feel less stressed and really increase your energy levels. So, what happens when we make a commitment? Usually there's going to be an obstacle. It's going to get in our way. It's going to block us from, moving forward and being able to just get on the path that we're wanting to get onto. And we run into these obstacles when we make a commitment that typically have to do with not having enough time. So we use this as an excuse on why we don't, follow through on those commitments. And this is a really huge thing, that I want to help you to increase your own personal awareness around. Because when it comes to, getting in a healthier relationship with someone, creating a healthy relationship with yourself or those around you, we really want to make sure that we are actually following through on the commitments that we're making with ourselves. So if you notice, you make commitments with a lot of people, you most likely are showing up for those commitments. I know not everyone, follows through on their commitments that they make with other people, but for the most part, we're always showing up for our friends and for our family. When we give them our word, we show up for them. But the person that we're least likely to show up for is ourselves. So we drop the ball. We say we're going to do this thing. Maybe we procrastinate on it, or, we tell somebody else that we're going to help them out instead, and we put our stuff on the back burner for later. And this can leave a lot of disappointment within ourselves. And you might not even know that it's there. You might just be feeling stressful energy within yourself. Life might feel, a little chaotic or out of balance. And we just kind of let this thing slip by. We're like, it's just me. It's just me. I'll get it done later. I've got to show up for everybody else except for me. I'm on the back burner. I don't matter at all. And I want to ask you, why do you think that you don't matter? Why is your stuff less important than everybody around you? Why are we prioritizing other people around us, allowing ourselves to get stressed, allowing ourselves to be, this chaotic mess, all for pleasing other people, all for showing up for other people? Now you might be like, what the fuck, Julia? That is selfish, that you're super triggering me right now. I think what you're talking about is a bunch of bullshit. And I want you to just embrace what I'm saying and really think about it. The whole point of what I coach on, helping women create healthier relationships with themselves so they can then have healthier, fulfilling lives and relationships with the people around them. The point of it is to feel better within yourself. When you feel better within yourself, there's less chaos in your relationships. There's less arguments, less tension, less triggering moments, less emotional reactiveness. Once you learn how to take care of you, all of that changes. So we have to start showing up for ourselves first. Maybe you can see and notice that you show up for all these other people and view that as you're fucking amazing. You show up for other people. Hey, that means you've got the potential to show up for yourself. And that's great. Those are great strengths to have. It's just turn that around then. Turn it onto you and start looking at, all right, what are the things that, maybe you made a list of things that you were going to do and you didn't do them. I'm guilty of this. There's things on my list that have been on there for months, maybe a year. And we actually, just have to take a brief pause and do a little inner work on ourselves to find out, well, why am I not showing up in this area? And I'm going to tell you the reason why you're not showing up in this particular area is because of some belief system. Usually, we don't have enough time. Maybe we're going to miss out on something. Maybe it's that we don't believe we have the money to do it, or whatever it might be. So those are just some examples. So if I looked at myself and I thought, okay, I want to go to the gym this week, but somebody else needs my help. I know that the gym really helps my mental health. It helps me to feel good in my body. When I'm feeling good in my body, I'm a better person to the people that are around me. I can think more clearly. I can be more creative with, creating content for social media. When I'm on a coaching call with a client, I can be more present, more energetic, more in tune, and an active listener and focused. And I'll be able to guide that call better. We want to have these healthy relationships with other people. So we can pause for a moment, do the inner work, ask ourselves these questions. If I commit to this, by me committing, what might get in the way of that? And then we want to find out what could get in the way. And if I say, well, I want to go to the gym this week, but what could get in the way is me saying yes to helping someone else out. And when I help someone else out and I put myself on the back burner, how does that make me feel? Well, it doesn't make me feel good inside. So then I could ask myself, all right, if it doesn't make you feel good inside, what feels scary or uncomfortable to you, Julia, if you were to tell that person no and you actually created that space for yourself to go to the gym? And I might come up with something like, well, I don't want them to be mad at me. I don't want them to be disappointed in me. And this is the place where we get to really, get in tune with how we're treating ourselves. Like, do you care that much about how that person thinks about you? Would be a question for myself or for you. Do you really care more about how that person thinks about you than you do about taking care of your own health, about taking care of your own energy and creating more inner peace in your body and being able to, create better relationships with the people around you, better coaching experiences for your clients? So I'll stop here. This is just an example. I could ramble on forever, but this is an example, to dig a little bit deeper. When you're not showing up in the commitments that you're making for yourself, let's find out what the underlying fear is behind it that's holding you up. And would you be willing to experiment, try a different way, and allow yourself to actually maybe start putting you first, see how that feels. Take note. Is it improving your outer relationships? Are you feeling better? Is life shifting and starting to change and you're becoming more happy because you finally placed yourself as a priority and you finally started to honor your own commitments? Right now you're believing, I don't have enough time for this, but I 100% guarantee you, once you start taking care of you and prioritizing yourself and feeling good within yourself so you can actually pour out of your cup onto helping other people, you will have more time, you will have better relationships. This overflows. We have to start with ourselves first. So if you are in a place where you're like, I'm ready to start creating this healthier relationship with myself. I want to learn a new way. I want to stop the struggle. I want to stop the frustration and the stress. I want to stop, having unhealthy relationships with other individuals. I'm ready to start working on me and healing my old patterns, learning this new way. I would love to invite you in to click on the link under the description section to schedule a discovery call. We can just discuss where you're at, find out your vision and your goals, what's currently holding you back from receiving this particular goal that you've set or this vision that you want to create for your life. And from this point, you'll just get this opportunity to talk with me, get a taste of what coaching is like, and from there we would both determine if coaching would be a good next step for you. I want to thank you for jumping on here with me today. If you're seeing me from YouTube, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. If you have a friend that needs to see this video, please feel free to share it with them. I want to thank you again for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day today.